Okay, things are starting to tell me we've got some feedback, so I'm going to say, hey guys, and welcome to the Saturday stream. How is everybody doing out there? I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty well. I'm having a pretty good day. I've been chilled out playing some South Park, doing stuff like that. Really enjoying the multi-decade plane meme, and once again, my phone's just started going nuts at me. But yeah, Carl, that number I mentioned, probably going to get you more internet points. Just throwing that out there. It's not really down to me to make such suggestions, but yeah, I think if you put that one out, and maybe if you could put another plane underneath it the other way up, you would get some pretty serious internet points there. Alright, so last time we managed to go out, we did a whole bunch of actual stuff. I don't know if you guys were around last time. Well, in fact, I know quite a few of you that were out there were around last time. And we did some wonderful things. We sent some satellites out, we got some scanning done, we did a whole bunch of wonders. And with that, we've got some science to spend. We've got 175 science. Even if we spend 90 science, that still gives us like 85 science to spend on something else, which will be pretty cool. Now, obviously, we've got a few short lists here. Why is that requires advanced rocketry? I thought we got advanced rocketry. Why has that not opened up there? I'm guessing too expensive or something, but you know, cannot research technologies of over 100 science at the level of the R&D right now. I forgot that was a requirement, actually, if I'm to be honest with you, but that's cool. That's fine. That means we're actually getting pretty close to opening up everything that we can open right about now. What is that? A capacitor bag, an inline capacitor for small probes. Charges slowly, activate for large short duration charge. So like when you want to send some science home, right? Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Great idea. Okay, so we've got either some advanced electronics, or we can get some advanced construction on the go. We're getting like multiple decouplers and like engine plates and stuff like that, service modules. We get some better flight control. I mean, that is probably the last 45 I think we've actually got access to. Looking around, I mean, we've got a storage technology. Yeah, do we get this last? Yeah, I think we're going to get the last 45. Biggy bam, spend that out. 130 points still to spend. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, what do we want this last one to be? We can see we've got some advanced landing gear here. That's nice. I don't feel like anything is actually more suggested than anything else. Oh, look at this fairing in here. That's pretty nice. Okay. Bunch of rotors and stuff like that. Nothing really to worry about there. But supersonic aircraft, this is cool. Is this like the high energy? Well, there's the Panthers. I was kind of looking for the supersonic intakes or something like that. I can't remember what they're called. The pre-coolers, that's what they're called. I was wondering if they're here. Turns out not. I bet they're high altitude flight, right? Oh, look, divertless scoop. Even further on than that. Okay, that's fine. Has my chat stalled out, or have I just not been interesting enough at the moment? It turns out my phone chat. Why is it the moment I look around? How is that? Yeah, I know, Matt. I know. I'm sorry. Hey, Luna, how are you doing? Hey, Goat on Fire. Great Goat on Fire. How are you doing? 2 suggestions: add a satisfactory channel to the Discord. I'm doing that. Try to rig up a map to help us understand where stuff is in the Satisfactory series. Okay, that's not a terrible idea. Whew. Okay, cool. All right, now that I've seen some stuff here, I need to know that my phone needs changing, so let's just kind of do this quickly. Hit the live chat button again, and hopefully... Okay, there we go. We are back. I've really got to buy a second monitor. It turns out that I need to do that. I need to spend like 400? No, £100. Which, you know, it's not the end of the world. We could do that. So, trying to figure out exactly what we're doing here. I didn't actually put my recording on for buying the high altitude flight. That's a little unfortunate. Sorry, the flight control. That's a little unfortunate. But we got a small inline reaction wheel there, so that's pretty cool. That's going to give us some actual steering. Oh, I am so torn at Space Expert civilian contractor dock for stations in orbit around Kerbal and her moons. This is feasible to subcontract civilian transport to facilities. This module allows new civilians to arrive in the base. Okay, so that's for the colonizational builds. I think we might go for docking ports. Bam! All right, docking ports. This opens us up to space stations. Hey, the X-Gamer, how are you doing? But there is something I want to do. Let's go over to here. We've got this Explore the Moon. You can see we need to perform a spacewalk in orbit around the moon. I'm going to grab that one. Biggity bam. We've also got this, where was it? Somewhere down here. There, low resolution scan sat of the moon. I'm also going to get that. Nice, cool. Would you take a bad monitor as donation? Yeah, but it's probably going to cost more money to ship it to me than it would for me to just buy a new one. It's kind of the problem with monitors. They're pretty big. Today's stream brought to you by the British Empire Tea. Yeah, anyway, I was thinking more something hand-drawn just to show where stuff is in relation. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've... as you will see on Wednesday, we're on Tuesday today. Yeah, tomorrow. As you'll see tomorrow, I've started building a way of looking at the map, but you know we'll get over that at some point. I don't want to spoil too much. Obviously, I needed to do stuff today for it to come out tomorrow, so that's good. Help scientists perform experiments. No, this is all good. I don't think we're going to be landing on the moon. I don't think we're going to be landing. Okay, so we've got some parts, we've got some things. Let's go and build ourselves a multi-stage rocket. We want to have a satellite on top that we can leave in orbit to collect ScanSat data. We want to have seating for at least a pilot. I would like to send a scientist along as well. This is something that happens. There is a new thing down here, antennae helper. Okay, so you might remember we're having a lot of trouble trying to figure out what range we had for stuff for the antennas and stuff like that. Well, we've now got this little mod here. We are now abandoning the building just for a moment, just so I can show you this new mod, because I didn't completely forget I installed it. I once again scattered my way through. Talking of scattering, we've got Scatterer on, so that's pretty good. But if we go to the tracking station, my big child is taking care of my little child. Whee! Yeah, great. That's good. It's always good when they grow mature enough to look after each other, you know? Eventually, your little child's going to be looking after your big child, and then just like bliss has been arrived and you can go and do stuff. Right. This one here, antennae helper. Bam, look at this. Okay, so this, if I remember correctly, is the... buttons don't work. Is the range that we can use using the DSN. If we put the DSN and relays on, you can see we then also have this overlay of other relays. I'm not quite sure how they're supposed to interact with each other, because obviously we've now got two bullseyes. Is this like solely functioning on the DSN? And also, why is ComSat level 2 on its way out of the system? Anybody else notice this? How do I turn these off? How do I turn these off? Just by clicking this? Yeah, just by clicking that. I don't remember sending this out of the system. Does anybody else remember sending this out of the system? Let's go and have a look. Marcus Baumgartner, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Wow, suddenly the chat is live. Loving it, guys. Loving it. Just exploring a few things. So this guy we actually put into orbit for a contract. And we chose the contract specifically because its orbit intersected with the moon. And I found that quite hilarious. And I think at some point... Oh no, we did this specifically, didn't we? We ran out of fuel, but we did have a nice way of having a nice little interaction with stuff around. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And this is now sending its way out. We're gonna have like a deep space comm network on the go, and that's gonna be the first part of it. I'm just going around and having a look. Sobek, of course, did a run out of fuel. That's good. That's good. Baumgartner's doing good. Good man. Twitcheroo suggestion: build a rocket or something as a tribute to Gorg's mum. Yeah. Okay. The problem with these is, whilst great, but yeah, maybe we could call the satellite. It's just what do you class as a fitting tribute? I would love to. I really do. Like Gorgonopsid's been with the channel for a little while now, and it is amazing to. Like not amazing. It's worthwhile to honor the people that we know for such a long time, even the family that we never knew, right? But what counts? What counts? Do we have the Gorgonopsid Mums Memorial Satellite? Does that? I don't know. Maybe we could go like put something next to the Armstrong Memorial. So yeah, there's plans. There's plans. I also wanted to see what was going on with the launch pad, because of course launch padaroos need to be restrictions on how many parts we can carry. We've got the 255 parts and 140 tons. I reckon we can do a lot with 140 tons because we can make tiny satellites. So if we start with this bad boy, I probably actually don't want to use this one because this is a stronger reaction wheel or something. It had better abilities, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it can only do like a retrograde hold, which you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Science-wise, we want the altimetry scanner. I just want to pop it on top, and there we go. That's radar scan sorted. Now, I would also like to have a few relays around because, of course, it's always nice to be able to talk. Like that? No, what? You ever get the feeling that things are not mirroring the right way? I get it. I've got it mirrored, so it's coming out left and right. But surely it should also be up and just up, not up and down. We are rotating, not mirroring here. If I go for the radial, yeah, I see how the troubles have started. Yesterday, little soul made his steps. He looks so cute. So Gorgonopsid's mum passed away this morning, I believe. It's you know, it's a great tragedy whenever someone's mother passes on. It's one of these really tough things, right? Because I've recently had someone in my social group also lose their mother, and it's always tough. It's always tough because, you know, it's gonna happen to pretty much all of us, right? In the natural order of things, but at the same time, no one ever wants it to happen, right? You know, it's disgusting. It's just one of those things. You know, to reference CPG Grey, we should have conquered this by now. You know, we should really have got on top of this. Anyway, let's get onto the fuel tanks and thinking about how we can move this out. I reckon if we just have a tiny little, I like this. I think the fuel to weight balance is probably terrible, but I do like this as a fuel tank. I'm thinking those high gain antennas might be too much. All right, cool, man, cool. Surgical complications, I was told. Yeah. I mean, the whole praying thing is obviously, you know, my thoughts and stuff with him. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one as that. All right, so we are looking for, where's the tiny little engine? I'm sure we got one. Oh, that's the Terrier. I mean, that's cool, but it wasn't the engine I was looking for. Maybe this is the only engine we've got, actually. Did I get the miniaturizations? No, it doesn't look like it did. So it is actually the Terrier we're going to use. It's probably the most efficient engine we've got right now. The fact that it is like nearly a tunnel and onto itself, that's a bit of a shame, but we've only got 184. Okay, so we're gonna need more tanks. I was kind of expecting us to have smaller engines, and smaller engines lead to a lot more efficiency. Yeah, unfortunately the engine's here, so let's have a look. So we got like ISPs, 305, that's pretty rubbish. 345 is the top number so far. Obviously jet engines are no use to us out there, and then these are also terrible. Okay, so it's the Terrier engine indeed. So we'll just take a bigger fuel tank then. It's kind of the only way we can deal with it. So that covers all our requirements. Oh wait, solar panels, lol. And that should then cover all our requirements, right? Communications, electrical, there we go. What is this? Oh, this is the capacitor. Nice, I am just about to finish my cup of tea. I didn't, no, bad times. Let's put this over here, and then we'll have some solar panels on these two. If I can just get it to work right. Okay, like that, cool, cool. It's a little bigger than I was expecting, if I'm to be honest, but I will take it. Let's make those panels slant out like that a little bit, and that should hopefully help. Okay, so that's our top. Let's grab this like this. That's our top section, our top payload. We're going to want fairing and stuff like that around it, because people always tell me off for my lack of fairings. We start with a decoupler inside the fairing so that we can get it out of the system. We then need to pop a fairing around that. It's good that we've got like this nice streamlined shape on the go. I can't quite do that, but we can. No, it doesn't like me doing. Is that the minimum flare we can have? Okay, I didn't quite want to flare so much, but alright, the fairing is closed. It looks like the antennas are actually sticking a little bit through it, but that's fine. That's fine. That's good. That's solid. Now we want to send a person, which I think means an inline cockpit. Let's have a look and see what we got. If I remember correctly, actually, the heat tolerance on this is terrible. 1100 as opposed to the 12. Actually, it's not as bad as I remember it being. We could use the Orion entry module. I mean, it's pretty terrible, actually. Let's not do that. I think it's going to be the inline cockpit. That's all right. That's fine. We want to think about how we're going to bring this back from the extremes of space. We've got to also think about such things as delta V requirements. If I do this and then put my heat shield on upside down, and then we can enter nose first, right? Yeah, like that. Beautiful, perfect, amazing. Let's get rid of its monoprop because we don't have a way of using monopropellant. No, we don't. Okay, fine. Woo. So now we need to make a craft that can go do some science, dude can EVA, stuff like that, and then come home and everything will be nice and safe. Now, we have done this mission before, and unfortunately, it failed miserably. Now, the reason it failed was because of my lack of food planning. We have mild, what's the word I'm looking for here? Life support on the go. It's called snacks. It really is mild, whereas other life support mods will quite happily kill your Kerbals for you. Snacks will only make them pass out, or maybe throw away your science, which is what happened last time, that he was so overcome with delirium that he did something silly and ended up destroying my science. And I can't remember exactly what the wording was, but that's how it went down. It was good fun. Hey Bruno, how are you doing, my friends? Welcome back. We're currently making a moon mission. It says we've not got much delta V because this is literally just a probe to go and get into orbit of the moon. And then this guy down here is the guy who is going to be doing the actual mission. Look at the number of tanks we've got now. We literally only unlocked one. And it's just all beautiful. So if we do this and then I put something like the swivel or the reliant, let's go with the swivel so we can get some more steerage on the go. And then I want to go a little bit overboard by throwing a couple of rail decouplers on the side here, and with that putting down a large fuel tank, and hopefully, oh man, I forgot about the snacks tin. We need to put a snacks tin somewhere. But that should then be cool to move us around. That's too big. I agree, guys. You are right. That is too big. Should be able to build something that will move around the Kerbin system pretty smoothly. I'm wondering how we can just make this look a little better. Looks pretty rubbish, right? I agree. I agree. We should try something like if we move this up and then pull them in a little bit, could possibly use some aerodynamical parts. Nose cones in particular are what I'm thinking of, as they are relatively cheap, maybe somewhat aerodynamic. I don't know how that's actually going to affect, but you know, there we go. Let's put some fuel tanks in and in. I didn't mirror it, unfortunately. It's on the other side. Okay, we're on radial when actually what I actually wanted was mirrored. Is there a way of me getting in? Well, of course there is a way of me getting in. I've done this billions of times before. Billions might be a bit of an exaggeration. Can we move this forwards? I've done this before. Come on, let's get inside. You know what? It'll do. I don't mind. I do not care. Yeah, that's fine. It'll work, right? That's the main thing, is it'll work. Let's figure out some sort of staging for this so far. So we fire the engine, at some point we drop the tanks. That's actually going to be dropped earlier. I don't think we can actually rely in any way, shape or form on these delta V readings, because the mission is going to be much more awkward than what it says here, but we'll deal with it. So now we need some sort of large lifter. Like cold with the sudden temperature change here, but tomorrow should be 100% cool. Yeah, that's cool, man, that's cool. Now, yeah, we've been hitting some pretty serious temperature changes. It's middle of spring, supposedly, in England right now, and I'm feeling kind of summery, which, you know, sounds great until you realise that's not where we're supposed to be right now, you know. Okay, let's go with a 1.2 decoupler. Now, I think the 1.2 actually might be a little bit small. Let's see if we've got any like step up capabilities here. What does this go up from and to? Look at that. And then we can use the 1.8 stuff. Yes. Yes, love it, love it. We don't have access to like 2 meter stuff yet, do we? No. Okay, I will just use these then. Beautiful. I don't. We still don't really have access to the tank though. So if I then get another one of these, or we're going to build an interesting stage setup, are we? Was there not something? Hang about. In the structural, we've got some. Oh no, these are just tubes and plates. I mean, we could. Put one of those down. You know what? I might. Let's try this. Let's try this. I very rarely use these parts like this, so I'm totally down for giving it a go. We'll get a little bit of a pinch in before going back out to 3 reliance. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's try that. All right, sweet. Yeah, all right. I like it. I'm really not feeling like this is going to go anywhere other than low curb in orbit with the size of equipment it's got. Maybe we could break this, put another fuel tank in there, another fuel tank there. Don't copy that out again. Oh, actually, maybe we will end up copying from here out again. But right now, I just need to move everything. So let's try some asparagusing now that we've got access to it. So I'm going to copy that out, and we're going to do doublings. Yeah, let's do doublings. We're going to grab that and pop this here. Does it look like we've got enough clearance? That's the question. Because these are going to get thrown out. I can definitely rotate some stuff around to make it not collide. Like that? Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. You see how we got the flat edge pointing inwards? Whew. Man, these creations of beauties are definitely what I'm all about here. Fuel tanks from there and inwards. Trying to figure out the staging order here. You guys can also go down there. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Right. I suspect this is going to explode violently upon staging, but we're going to keep going with it, and we'll see with our first test flight how bad it is. I don't think we're going to have major issues. Just random, unplanned disassemblies. Let's move this guy down here, and then the last one in the asparagus staging. Sorry, it does take a little bit of time to get this right, but there we go. You're the first one. You feed through. Okay. Do we think this is going to lift? Maybe use the swivels on the inside stage and reliant for the outside ones. Good call, Bruno. I actually agree with you wholeheartedly. How do I get into the middle, though? We do it by moving this up further and going, you guys there, come here. That's nice. That's nice. Right, swivels in the middle. That's good. All right, we are overweight by quite a lot, and I've only just noticed. Think this is a bit overkill? Yeah, I think you might be right. Also with the weight limit. Can I... Which one's the first one off? This one over here is the first one off. So this is the one that needs least engines, if you will, because all the others are like pushing along. So that should help it. I mean, that's only dropped a little bit down. Oh, I saw you driving off the edge of stuff on the Discord server, buddy. That's smart. How do I get this down a little more but not completely lose the to weight ratio? We don't. That's the thing. All right. A new name. Mun Explore. my super good naming systems. Hey Alex, how you doing, buddy? Played Garfield Kart. No. All right. Okay, let's We got to be able to upgrade this, right? This being the launch pad. Yeah, look, it's only half our money. Let's do it. I have a feeling that's a bad that I've just done there, but we'll see. It'll be fine, surely. What's the worst that could happen? The worst that happens is we're just running out of money. No, okay, so that's how much money I've got, and this is how much it's costing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So now I can put these back. Just slap them back, right? Like that and like that. I mean, that works for me. Anybody got any reasons why it shouldn't? Just for going into orbit. All right, cool. Into orbit of the moon. It's gonna go bad. It's gonna go very bad. Did it again with a bigger truck, lol. Right, so plan. We get to low curb in orbit. We shoot ourselves into a monular injection. We drop the scan satellite and we do an EVA. These are only the things we need to do to make this mission a success. No, you're not telling me that we've still... Also, this must have updated again. But you're not telling me that we've got more stuff here. Look at it. That's seismic scan, I guess. Fair enough. But more importantly, this threshold amount, please don't give me any hassle until that. Thanks. All right. T. 3, 2, 1. Blast. Full throw. Okay, this is going alright actually. I thought that we would be in trouble almost immediately, but no, we're doing fine. The frame rate, oh no, I've got this F8, is 17. But I think we'll do alright. It is dark though, it is dark. As I say, I've installed the Wanderers of Scatterer, so that's gonna be having a little bit of something to play with it. Okay, alright, that worked alright, that worked alright. I was worried that that staging may have actually caused us a bit of troubles there, but we're doing alright. 200 meters per second, trying to steer downwards. We've not fallen over anywhere near enough really. I say fallen over, we've not gravity turned enough to be effective really, and now I've over gravity turned because I'm an overcompensator, it turns out. I guess we're going to be doing that one again. Do we need some fins? We don't need fins, but I think we could probably do with fins. Alright, let's realise that we don't have any parachutes. Is that something that we've just realised? Yeah, that's something that I've just realised. We have no parachutes. That would have made life very difficult to come back. Alright, can we make a powered landing? Here's the next question. I don't think so. I don't think so. We're going to try and save him though. We're going to try. Let's use the power of the engines to try and pull ourselves into the retrograde pointing. If we can, please, that would be great. Probably about to lose another stage. Send that flying wherever. Okay, looking good actually. Not great, obviously, but alright. It'll be interesting to find out what the to weight ratio is when we get closer to the floor. Tense moments in Kerbal plummet program. Billy Bob Jewel Kerman. Is he a pilot? I can't remember what he is. He is a pilot. He's probably our highest ranked pirate. More swivel on the outer stage for extra control. Yeah, I agree. To be fair though, the fins on a central staging should do us well. I may have hit full throttle a little bit too late. I don't know. Let's come in for a 100% good hover slam, right? Nope. That works for me. Everyone survived, including the payload. I think we could just revert that and be fine. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. So, a few problems. As we have with every new launch. That's fine, that's fine. So people are suggesting the swivel, but might I suggest a counter argument to that of some tail fins on the outside of all of these? Do we want them on all of these, or just... Yeah, no, let's do it. Let's do it. Who's going to tell me off for excessive design at this stage, eh? We should definitely work on upgrading the spaceplane hangar to this unlimited state as well, so that we can make whatever ridiculous type of plane we want. Also, for the sake of the video, I want to turn this around. Oh, and parachutes. Oh, and parachutes. Let's think about this. We want utility. I want a couple of radial mounts here and here. Not like that, but like that. Beautiful. And then, no, that really wasn't the copy that I was looking for. Then we slap these down here. Hopefully these have been got rid of at that point, so we should be good. Question mark? Wow, look at these down here. That's going to cause me a trouble at some point. Let's just throw all that up there. I wish we had a little game to play in the loading screen. Wouldn't it be great to have like some sort of like gravity marbles or something like that right here? Just a little center of gravity in the middle, and you just go bing, and it goes around. All right, beautiful. Here we go. Press T, press Z this time. Let's get a good old shot of everything that I want to see. Can we do this with the gravity turn? First guess. Nothing seems to be changing. Okay. Launch. Let's see how it does for this. I'm not sure whether it can handle asparagus or not. We appear to be a little bit on the rock, but that's fine. Very interesting to see how it deals with this flight. I wasn't expecting the spin that we've picked up. That's all down to them. Oh, he did the purposeful pitch maneuver. Look, he actually stopped here. I do see a little bit of like back and forthing going on. A little bit worried about that. We're doing okay. I've got a feeling he's going to shake himself apart though. Which I'm a little worried about. I'd rather he didn't shake himself apart, you know. Definitely a lot of seeking behaviour going on. Whoever writes the gravity turn mod needs to definitely worry about that a little bit. Can I press T and then he just can't? No, he turns it off for me. That's also a little bit of a shame. Punching through at 3.700 meters per second. Yep, you heard me. $18 kilometers on the Apple apps. Did we lose engine? We did not lose engine. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we have definitely lost control though. Was not expecting to see that today. Not my flying, by the way. Not sure what it's trying to do actually. Will you ever do a KSP War series? No. No, I've done the KSP War series. I didn't want to go back to the thing. If a bunch of committed YouTubers who have demonstrably shown that they can do a long series, if that just turns up and lands in my lap one day, then yeah, maybe. But I won't be doing a war series of just like randoms. I tried it twice. It went bad. When it was the collaborative warfare lot, that was great. But maybe a single player something or other. All right, let's try flying this by hand. When all else fails, I'll do it. All right, 3, 2, 1. Third time lucky. Let's do this. Pull over a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, about there will do nicely, I think. Oh, that I can see why the computer had a little bit of trouble following. There is a definite sense of lag to the controls. Yeah, in fact, let's not do that with SAS, shall we? Have I just made a wobbly rocket? I have made a wobbly rocket, but is it something we can control all the way up to orbit? Oh, I don't know actually. There's a lot of shaky. Seems to be a bit of oscillation building up, but I'm also kind of alright with that. So look at my Apple apps, we're going up to about 10, that's cool. Oh, we have got troubles. Maybe we're going too fast, too low. That has definitely been a problem in the past. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Do we have space tape? Because that would totally fix it. X-Gamer, if you are not aware that I have also already done a war series, you should totally check out Kerbal Collaborative Warfare. Spelt with K's because, you know, Kerbal. Me, Penguin, Tape Gaming, Agonarch, and Space Game Junkie? That's his name, Space Game Junkie. He dropped out early. That's why I have trouble remembering his name. We all got together. We took certain territories on Kerbin. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. You should definitely go check it out. It's the highest view series on my channel. Not my highest view video, but my highest view series. Okay, that's only going to be helpful until the first staging occurs. So we then put down some more space tape down below. That's 6 times. Okay, that should keep all of that secure. And then just to make sure, I'm going to have a 6 times on the bottom here. No, all right, we'll go for 2, and we'll connect those and those because they're like the last ones to pop off, right? And then we can also go from here and here and hopefully go to like the outside of this, and that should hold us a little bit more secure. Wobbly aircraft happen quite often. More energy drink. I'm about to run out though. Oh no. Oh, I'm a little disappointed actually. 1 glass, whatever they classify as 1 glass of this, is only 20-something grams of sugar. I mean, like what? Wow, that's not. It's only 400 grams of sugar per 100 milliliters in this energy drink. I want more. What? Okay, let's try this again. 3, 2, 1, launch. Should be much more stable, much more solid. Strong and stable. Should actually carry on going in the direction we're pointing as well. What I want to do also, I don't know if it is or is not, but we're going to control from here. Okay, that's cool. It's just closer to where the engines are, so if any oscillation does kick up, it's kind of closer to the true input. That's how I always view it anyway. Okay, the prograde full should look good. Away goes our first stage. That is nice. We should actually be able to see this impact in the floor if we keep looking in this direction. Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. Probably could have done with putting some nose cones on the top of those. Okay, I'm going to bring down the throttle a bit for max Q. Nothing quite like that maximum aerodynamic pressure. Hopefully we can punch our way through it pretty nicely. Oh, I'd see explosions. Explosions have not been going on. And not quite, these distance markers are not quite the same as my distance marker yet. Altitude reading, if you will. Boom, there we go. I'm always amazed that we can hear them real time from 10 kilometers up. Pretty sure that's not how sound works. Though, how confusing would it be if suddenly we had speed of sound on the stage? Speed of sound to worry about in Kerbal. Remote tech should totally do that. Remote tech should totally be like, ha, not just light, but also sound. Blub, blub, blub. Are we in, like, high Kerbal orbit, are we? Sorry, low, high Kerbal atmosphere. It's a little annoying that it doesn't save my threshold. Oh, here we go, save. Just don't hassle me until 100 points. Thanks. We'll get these sciences at some point. Looks to be a nice controlled flight through. We can totally put the throttle back up now. I'm looking at our Apple apps here. 40 kilometers, looking really good. At the angle we're at, I feel like we're on for a good one. I can't see any real problems evolving from this position. 50 kilometers on the Apple apps, looking nice. Suddenly gone over to the orbital reference frame, which should mean we are really going to start in, oh, look at that. Planet's that over there. But we're really going to start pushing our sideways velocity into orbital space. I'm going to stop at this nice 80 kilometer Apple apps. I also would like to rotate this craft. I've just noticed that we are out of engines. Let's just do that. Out of fuel in the engines. Bruno likes to play with stage recovery mod on. Design the craft to land or return safe back to the ground. Yeah, I'm totally down with that. It's a little bit awkward when you have to worry about like the save areas and stuff. Like there's like mods like stage recovery really save that. But it's also possible to do these things stock. So like right now, I could easily, I say easily, I could push this craft that we've got here up into orbit before those spinning tanks descend too far into the atmosphere. And then we could swap over and fly those down. Hey, Callum, how you doing, buddy? How are you doing? We're off on a moon mission. Hopefully this time, able to bring Billy Bob back. Not end up stranding him in monular orbit or something. We do need to try and actually stop in moon orbit. Which will be an interesting place to be. This will be the first Kerbaled mission to the moon that would be successful if we are successful. Of course, once before we sent, was it Gustav? Gilly. It was Gilly. We sent Gilly Gilly to the moon, and unfortunately they did not make it back before they went delirious from lack of snacks. They do have an extensive amount of snacks on board. I have just noticed that this does not have a solar panel on it itself. Let's deploy that because we've got solar panels on the top of the satellite. Thankfully, Kerbals can do all sorts of controls without needing too much power, but it's still like, oh gosh, still something to worry about. Small oversight there. I'm sure we'll be fine. What could actually possibly go wrong, right? Alright, looks like we're going to make a nice round burn here. We're coming back down a little bit more heavily than I would actually like dropping something like 105 meters per second, but if I just get my nose up, we can totally stop that number dropping and start bringing it closer to 0. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. This is going to have the effect of bringing our apoaps closer to like our height, because obviously if we need to go up, we need to bring the up position to us and then in front. So that's a thing we need to do. It's a good way of thinking about it. I never thought about it like that before. The mod gives you reward for achieving that. Okay, fair enough, man. Oh, that wasn't the button I wanted to press, but it looks good, so let's do it. Let's just finish off the orbit here. There we go. 74, 75. Nice. I'm not sure just what happened on the camera there. What was that? All right, we're fine. We're fine. Looking good, though. Looking good. Does it not think we're in orbit? This is a weird camera view. Okay, let's figure out where the moon is. It's over there. It's in the sky. Add a maneuver and pull this all the way out just to a nice grazing orbit. Not even after a deep one at the moment. Ideally, we'd be injecting in some sort of polar position because we want to try and give our satellite the maximum chance of going around everywhere. So what I'm going to do, looking at that, I'm going to double click on the moon. Come on, game, work for me now. No, not allowed to do this anymore. Used to be able to double click and be able to look at the planets. I'm guessing this is part of those. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Shift tab. Yeah, there we go. Gonna go now. 1:50 AM and just finish the Gundam mod. All right, Wise. Good kept, man. Have a good sleep. Okay, so there should be a way of bringing our orbit nicely over. I think what we actually want to do is leave that there and then have a second one here, and then we'll just kind of bring this up into an almost perfectly polar orbit. Yeah, that will work me fine. Need mission control upgrade for the planet clicker. I thought I'd done that. Okay, but that's fine. That's fine. These are not problems for me. What happened there? I don't remember pressing any button that should have got my throttle running, but I guess I did. I guess I did. Okay, let's try and point in the right direction. We've got 2 minutes to get there. I think we're going to do it in plenty of time. A little bit worried about overshooting the mission marker, but that is stuff that you learn to deal with. So what I do, because using time accelerate instantly locks your position, I have a habit of speeding towards any marker that I'm aiming for, like far too fast if you want to stop, because you could just go time warp and you instantly freeze and it doesn't change it. There was a mod like constant rotation or something like that. Look at the sun, praise the sun. There was a mod, constant rotation, that kept your rotation, and I think that's a pretty nice mod personally. One that I could get into having if it was still exists. I don't know if it does or not. Where's this moon? Go! The moon should literally be right here. Persistent rotation. That's the mod. Yeah, as I say, I think it's a really good idea of mod. The other one is the Kerbal crash simulator or something like that. If you like land too hard, you don't like destroy it. It doesn't explode randomly for no apparent reason. You like bend a leg or something like that, and then you can't use the landing leg, which I think is a great idea. It's a great idea. Can't imagine how. So you'd want that persistent rotation, not Copernicus. What's the other? Principia. All these things that add realism to the system without destroying the fun. This is one of the reasons I don't have like remote tech. I don't want to do it by speeding up. Actually, that's a silly idea. Let's. Oh, look at that. Almost a perfect one. Add maneuver. Where can I make the biggest change to this? In fact, I know the biggest change is to be made like 90 degrees away. And then you can just kind of push it up a bit. There we go. Are we going to be able to capture ourselves here? Yeah, surely. Why would we not? Add maneuver. Let's just see what we've got here. I mean, I've still got 5,000 delts left. Should be fine, right? So that's what we want our scan satellite to get into. That's only 30. No, that's 31. This one's a lot more. Oh, we got it. We've got it. We can do this. No problems. Why are we even looking at this? Look at that atmosphere. So I've installed Scatterer. I'm not sure that it actually does enough to the game for me to be like, yeah, definitely something I want to keep. I don't know, opinions on Scatterer. It's like Chatterer as well. I kind of feel like it's like, well, it's nice, but I wish I could be a little bit more articulate about it, but I don't feel like it adds much. And if anything, Chatterer removes something, I think, personally. I mean, I think people will try to fight me over that statement. But I'm okay with that. I will defend myself. Okay, that's looking good there. We've got the solar panel pointed towards. We're going to extend all antennae if we can. Okay, that's good. It's looking good. Let's bleep our way down here. Can I click somewhere on here? Warp to next maneuver. So I put near a bunch of near future stuff on, like near future solar and stuff like that. So maybe that's having a little bit of troubles with stuff. I could see that being a thing. I don't think we need to be exactly where we were. Because look, we got 47 seconds, but I reckon we can just kind of nudge this up and we'll get to where we need to be. What orbit do we want? 123? Sounds good. Phone's just turned off. Beautiful. 123. I reckon that's good. I reckon that will be fine. Satisfactory is having a very crashy day today. Oh, dude. I feel bad, man. I feel bad. Okay, add maneuver. This comes down to... just be, there we go, just be inside the orbit. It's nice. It's nice, I'll take that. Sphere of influence, not orbit. I know what I'm talking about. Oh look, we got a full disc illumination there. Beautiful. Gonna be able to rock this round and still keep some sunlight. I don't think we are actually. I think we're gonna be in trouble with the oldie sunlight. 5 times a row in the same place. Sounds like you got a problem with that place. Okay, looking good. Snacks have not been... oh, no, we've had a meal. We've had a meal. Can we just kind of lock ourselves there? Are we getting any sun? No, we're blocked by the fuel tank. To be fair, I don't think I'm going to be able to do any better than what we've got. Can we... right click. I want to change this to auto hibernate in warp. Nah, it'll do. Let's warp over here. Let's watch that moon come screaming at us. And literally right here, we're just gonna be like, stop. How much stopping is stopped? Oh, we've got this even before the tank's dry. Shocker. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, now we detach ourselves from this thing. You decouple. Explosions? No, we're good. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I was a little worried that we'd have explosions. This needs to be deployed. Ah, look at that. We put all the information distant from each other. Your GTA 710, yeah, it's... oh man, when was the 700s made? A while ago, right? Right, let's press that, and let's try and bring this down into like a 200 orbit, right? I haven't activated my engine, have I? Low. Activate engine. Just bring this to a nice circular orbit, 120-ish on both sides would be great. That'll do. That'll do. All right, that should get us the scan that we are after, hopefully. Let's have a look in the scan set. Where are you, Mr. Scan Set? There we go. Big picture? Big picture. One of these gives me exactly what I'm after. Not Kerbin. How do I change the celestial body? There we go, the Mun. All right, this is just gonna scan in the background now. You tried Chara for a few days ago. It's like good for filling the waiting time for maneuvers and yeah, I mean the thing is, I do the talking for that bit, you know. I could talk for hours and hours on any spacey subject, so I'll do that. What spacey news have we had recently? I know I can't get over the SLS. The whole like NASA saying that to go to the moon they're going to be using commercial flights, and then everyone at ULA or whatever just losing their proverbials. Right, so we needed to look at this. Go on an orbital spacewalk near the moon. EVA. Oh, these. Oh. My hatches are obstructed. Oh. Probably by those parachutes, right? Yeah, exactly, by this parachute right here. Overclocked 4 times over the safe amount to give you the 30 frames. Wow, dude. Wow. Alright. Oh yeah, it's kind of mission failed. Kind of. We can definitely launch someone up here again, but man, I'm gonna go to the Space Center. We're gonna go see if there's any other sciencing and stuff we can do in the We can't leave him there either. I was considering just being like, all right, well, we'll send someone else up there, and at the same time we can do like the whole rendezvous stuff, all those missions. But he's not got the snacks, right? He's not got the snacks. Missions. Let's have a look. Something. Order of the Moon. Plant a flag. I mean, we could probably just... No, we can't get him out. We can't get him out. The Mun. Space flight over these places. We could definitely do one of these. Because we got all the fuel. We got all the fuel. Alright, let's do it. Let's save some face. Repurpose of mission. What do we call the repurposed mission? Repurposo. Okay, we've done these missions before. Shouldn't be a problem. Should not be a problem. First thing we need to do is lower our orbit in extreme amounts. What have we got? We've still got 2,000 delts. It's only going to take us about 300-400 to go home, right? Where's my peri-apps? There we go. Apple apps is 3. What? Yeah, okay. Let's bring those down to both under 100. We need to ignore that and ignore that and ignore that. All right, we need to measure temperature in spaceflight above, 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 and above. All right, these are all cool. Any of them we can pass over. I'm not sure exactly. Oh look, we can literally just wait. what the maximum height is. Does anybody know what the maximum height is? Which way is the moon rotating? Secondary objectives add to your map. Yeah, you got it, man. Alright, we are about to lose this stage, but I'm kind of happy with that. How low down do we want to go? That is too low. That's what I'm going to tell you there. That is too low. 5 meters is not doable. We've got 14. Sorry, 5 kilometers is not doable. We want to be at least 8. I mean, like, look at this. The lowest one we've got is the highest one. Sorry, we've got is 9.7. So we want to be over 9.7 kilometers. Come on, swing around. Swing around. Beautiful. Just kind of push that up to 9.3. I'll take the 9.3. Thank you very much. Swing round to here. See how these places are doing. Bet we're going to just miss them or something silly like that, right? Okay, and then I want to kind of do the same here so we get round the planet as fast as possible. Oh, you know what? I'll take that. I will take that. Do we just dump the debris? Yeah, just dump the debris. Oh, don't actually. That should charge off. We should not be doing things without. We should not be like wasting power. Okay, can I go once around? Let's have a look at these snacks. Snacks are doing fine. Snacks are doing fine. Not quite where I want to be. I'm wondering if I want to tilt my orbit more. All we need to do is point north, right? Hey ZTech, how you doing? Stream is broken. Oh, Steam. Woo! You worried me there for a second, Callum. Steam is broken. All right, cool. Hey Zed, how you doing? We are doing a fly over some points and get some science missions. Because unfortunately, when I need... Oh, we could have got that one. We could have got that one. I didn't realise. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. When we moved in to do EVAs, hatch obstructed, can't exit. Log temperature, bam. Keep it. Oh, actually, we need to reset it, right? Okay. Are we gonna just miss that one if we go all the way around? Unfortunately, we don't have any other option right now. Okay, it's on the other side of the line, but I bet we're all right. I would like to think we're all right. I'm not sure why we're still holding on to this massive tank. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. Did we get a message about dropping in? No, I don't think so. Log temperature, reset. Are we there? Are we not? Not might be the call there. Oh, just entered. Just entered. Log that temperature. Whew, nice. Nice, okay. Next, we want to go over to this one. HCV9. What an area. Flying over arbitrary. I mean, to be fair, that's pretty much what, like, you know, Cassini and Voyager and stuff like that did. They're like, check this place out. And even, like, the rovers, they're just like, hey, this bit of rock looks better than the others. Let's go there for no apparent reason. Cubic is off. Bye-bye, buddy. Bye-bye. How close do we have to be Oh look, we got actually a little timer up above. This is nice. This is nice. Another small oversight was I forgot to put solar panels on this. We had solar panels on the Are the solar panels on the ScanSat satellite looking at the sun? That would be totally GG. Actually, no, we don't want to do that at all, do we? Stop. Four, three. Come on, man, we can do this. Entering the area. Log those datas. Nice. Okay, we've got one more that we need to do. I don't really fancy waiting for an entire orbit. We could put ourselves. How much delts do we have? 2,000. Yeah. Let's just do this, right? Yeah, I feel the problems here. Quite like that. More that way, right? Yeah, all right. Something like that, and then we can overly do it. So we're only burning a quarter of our fuel doing that ridiculous burn there. I will take it. The next thing we need to do is try and point towards the actual maneuver node with our 35 or 35 energies that we have left. Delta V0. Gone. No. Okay. I kind of don't want to just randomly click though. Let's decouple that. I don't know where my staging's at right now, to be honest. I don't want to lose our fuel tanks or anything silly like that, right? As hilarious as that would be. I've been sleeping all day explains why a lot of systems have been failed. It's true, yeah. I didn't have someone to like just keep an eye over me. Didn't have someone just being like, hey dude, you need to do this. Okay, let's stop that. That's not how you stop. That's how you stop for free. Yeah, like that. All right, we got 25 minutes to go around. Let's quickly switch to this. Make sure we're pointed in the right direction. We'll just point at the side. I mean, we could just point north, right? That's the thing we can do. And then because we put the solar panels on either side, what was that menu? Because we put the solar panels on either side. Oh, I mean, look at that. Energy flow, direct sunlight. It doesn't look like direct sunlight, if I'm to be honest with you. Let's go directly north. Is that really... Well, we could put it round this way, but I think that's probably the best, right? We'll just believe in that. Parameter complete is all those ones we've just been doing. Whew, okay, so now that we've taken care of that, let's get back into our Explorer, switch to, and go and do the mission that it's got laid out for it, the maneuver, anyway, that it's got laid out for it. I really should not leave things on my desk that are playing. Noisy fiddle toys are not what should be left there. Because I'll fiddle and I'll make noise. Let's get rid of that. It was just too much. Oh. Put that the wrong way up. Nay biggie. Nay biggie. Does this not remember the maneuver that I set up for it? Wait, what? It's not very nice. Alright, we'll have to do that again then. Is it that way? That is the direction I want to go, yeah. Something like that. Yeah, maybe by the time I've done it, it would have worked its way around to here. That would be pretty cool. To my, I'm the blue one. What's next maneuver, please? Warp already in progress. What the AI cure for depression is? I don't know. You kind of like have to isolate those routines and knock them out, right? I don't know. I don't think virtual walks kind of count. Come on, just settle down. How much more power do we have? Super worried about the amount of power. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. Simulating the destruction of the human race. Yeah, maybe. Okay, I'm never sure when to start these burns, right? Because I want to be on this line here. Maybe that's where I want to finish my burn. Maybe I want to do more of the burn beforehand, like that. I want to do all my burn before, so when I finish, I'm on this line. It's question, right? It's question. I'm not overly sure. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, full throttle. Or we could activate the engine. I mean, either of these, good idea. Do you think maybe my craft is a little unbalanced? I think you might be right. A little worried that we're going to run out of electric charge like this. Though that does have an alternator in it, so that's alright. We get to keep the electric charge. Okay, the burn's looking good. Trusting the machine. Well, the machine couldn't quite handle my bad balancing. There we go. Alright, that should work it. Little worried that by the time we get round there, we're not gonna have the lowness, if that's such a phrase. Okay, let's try that and maybe even duck down more to make sure we get it. Yeah, that's good. Alright, next maneuver. Getting a good moon scan on the go at the same time. This is nice. So this now wants to be for like 50, right? And we need to send ourselves careening over this way. Still doing alright for snacks. Was a little bit worried that maybe we'd run out at some point, but thankfully this Kerbal here doesn't seem to be overly hungry. Tip tap 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 tap. Okay, cool. 25 seconds to go. Getting a nice relay through all these guys. Don't actually see a connection to the KSC at any point during this lot, but that's alright, I suppose. That will do. Still waiting for this guy to have a serious interaction with the moon, and that one over there also. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And that's good enough for me. Alright. I might even push further. I've got a feeling if we warp here, I'm still not going to be where we want to be. Orbit 2. I've got a feeling I've done more than 2 orbits. Okay, it's too far away. It's not the end of the world, but it's too far away. Just couldn't. Alright, next time round, let's do this again. Warp here. How are we doing on the snack still? Still 46, that's alright. Might take a little bit more aggression on the turn. Where is like the flat of the ecliptic? If I try and go equatorial, do I cross through? The point or not? Let's have a look. No. Alright. Fair enough. We're just going to stay with this. Next. I mean, when do we get close enough? I'm not sure what the distance to that is that counts. Last time it was like within 10. That now I would never make something as crude as any of the rocket systems that humanity has made. For example, you're wasting energy that was being created using rocket fuel. Yeah? Yeah, I hear what you say. Like, there should be definitely better ways of doing it. But, you know, we ain't got them yet. Oh, God, it's so close. 15 kilometers. Oh, I'm there. Okay. Is that all of them? That should now be all of them. Ooh, we did it. And also, we're at 38% of the 75% moon scan. That's pretty cool. All right, let's try and get this bad boy home. It's a good mission. It's a good mission. Oh, let's get some moon science here while we're here. Observe the materials bay. Can we just perform all science? That's cool. He can't get out, but whatever. We did the crew report, right? Yeah, okay, we did the crew report. Okay, let's figure out how we're going home. The quickest way to go home is to figure out which way the moon's going and then find the point at the leading edge of the moon and then just kind of do a little burn backwards. And because you're trying to go backwards from the moon's orbit, you actually end up making a smaller orbit on the... oh, look at that. If you find that your Apple app starts going higher than the moon, it's because you're now pushing sideways rather than backwards. So you've got to like move your maneuver node around more. Just like this. Okay, and that's crashing into the planet too fast, right? Yeah, we want to kind of like graze it through... I don't know, 10 kilometers, something like that. I don't know what the height is that like will burn us up, especially as we do actually have a heat shield on the front, but we've got a whole bunch of stuff that like is vulnerable on the top. I don't know. I don't know. The suggestion that cures for an AI depression is to analyze depression and try and cure it. Yeah. Depression's one of these weird ones that we haven't quite figured out yet. Alright, let's warp to the next maneuver. Round we go. Biggest trait of humanity is weaponizing stuff. I'm not entirely sure I agree with you. It's a top 5, definitely. Okay, let's go here. Come on, 12 seconds. It's the problem with space. You need to be set. Well, you don't need to be second perfect, but if you want things to go well, you need to be second perfect. Go. Okay, here goes our orbit. Looking good. Let's see what we got on this. 59. It's a little high. Let's try and bring it down. I don't know. 30? Do you think 30's being too stubborn to die? Yeah, there's that as well. Do we think this is going to save us? I think that might save us. I think 30 kilometers is pretty good. Plus, we've also got all the fuel, so we can totally get out of here. Weaponizing is a good example of not using the thing right in the first place. Also good philosophy there. Okay, we're going to see if we can get ourselves somewhere like on... Oh, look. Oh, look. No, that's not where we want to come down, is it? Look at that. So once we've got ourselves this first pass, we're going to have to re-lift our periaps. Okay, that's fine. The thing we really need to do is make sure we are pointing prograde the entire time. I'm also going to make sure that the bottom of my craft is facing the heat stream. I don't know whether that matters or not. We're going to try, because all the stuff to save us is on the top. So we'll see how this goes. We are 200 kilometers up. We're just going to... Oh, no, wait. Quick save. Because I could at any point turn around and fire my engines to just stop what's going on here. So if we quick save, just gently stroked up my microphone there, sorry. If we quick save, we can come back and I can do that instead of like whatever's just about to happen here. Okay, beautiful sunrise for it, but I think we're about to start experiencing some pretty strong heat. What's the best way to look at this? Yeah, like that. Here we go. F2. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. This is gonna very quickly get too hot. This is real-time travel as well. Look at the speed. Look at the speed. Okay. Kind of expecting this decoupler to blow off. Okay, that was alright. That scared me a little bit there, but that's fine. We're coming in hard, we're coming in fast, but we should be alright. We're not pointing in the direction that I would like us to be pointing. Okay, that's taken off the heat from the side of our tanks. Also not, but here we go. This is cool. Looking at the heat of our... Oh no, looking at the heats here. We might be getting too hot too quick. I don't know. We're definitely getting some serious heating going on. Oh, we have broken free of all the science. Okay, well, I guess that's not how it's going to be going then. Ah, that's real shame. Real shame. Imagine if your men can create artificial gravity. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. Okay, I'm gonna F9. I'm gonna see what happens if I throw away those side decouplers. If we decelerate quicker or not. My thought process, if you will allow me a quick thought process, is that we will be much lighter. In fact, I'm even going to empty all the fuel out of these tanks. It's not letting me empty my fuel out. Why not? Okay, fair enough, if that's how you want to do it. We'll just hope that this will slow us down enough. Kind of don't, but we're going to hope. Maybe a periaps of 30 was a little aggressive. Press V again. You can attach one of those generators to a small probe with a small nuclear reactor, put 100 probes on a single rocket and launch it to space. You've just created a gravity field. Yeah. That really is scary when it does that, when the coupler blows off. Look at that heat. Alright, so we literally can't do it like that. Okay, that's why I made the save. So what we're going to do quickly is just point upwards. Up and back, as it turns out. Watch the map and see what we can do about this. How high do we want to bring it? Pretty high. Let's try that, and then we can tweak our orbit as and when. Man, it's like actual other side of the planet there. Can we make this drop us on? Oh, it's close. It's still not quite right though, is it? Alright, we'll see what we get when we come back. Hey Ben? Are you Ben? Is that how we pronounce that? How are you doing? We are currently on our way back from a moon mission. I was wondering whether we could, with this design, go delving deep into the atmosphere for an aero brake, but no, turns out not. Turns out that is not a thing. So we're going to do light aero braking, followed by trying to pinpoint a landing on the KSC. Of course, you can use the anti-gravity generator to prepare large objects from the surface of the planet and then hit alien spacecraft, literally killing them with sticks and stones. Yeah, you could, buddy. Yes, you could. All right, we're coming in at 2.8 kilometers per second. We've got a decoupler on the front here that has a habit of exploding and causing us trouble as the camera, causing us concern as the camera changes. But I think we'll be all right here this time, maybe. I don't know. What's our current periaps? Periaps just keeps dipping lower and lower. I think this is the problem, is the fact that our periaps just doesn't want to stay reasonable. We're already at 49, 48. So that was the worrying camera view. I do wish it wouldn't swap around like this, but that's fine. 39. Let's keep pointing prograde so that all the temperature is concentrated on the heat shield. As you can see, we are ablating through, but unfortunately somehow we're getting a bit of temperature bleed through. I'm particularly worried about the temperature bleed onto the science pack back there, but I'm hoping we should be fine. Do we reckon we decouple at this stage? I don't know. I don't know. It looks good, whatever's going on. Let's press F2, let's just watch that go through like that. If an explosion happens, we're beyond the point of being able to do anything about it now. Need a new skybox, I think. The problem is, to get a new skybox, you need the texture replacer, and texture replacer replaces all your Kerbal's textures with those terrible ones. I'm not impressed with them. Still not actually at periaps and having trouble keeping myself pointed in the right direction. There seems to be a little bit of yaw talk on the go, but I suppose we can slowly live with that. Did you see that temperature gauge shoot up there? Let's just try and keep it pointed solid in the middle. Turns out not the easiest. It's like one of those balancing pencil analogies, right? I can kill it in the middle, but it doesn't want to stay there. Okay, nice, nice. We're well past periaps now. We're on our way back out the other side. That should give us a nice situation to be able to use what fuel we've got left to boost our periaps back up, and then we can like pinpoint our landing position, which I'm all about. Coming back out the other side yet? We're 37 kilometers. I'm wondering whether we're going to go up. Okay, let's just leave that for a second. Okay, we're definitely going to come out the other side. That's cool. That's cool. All right. That was the thing I wanted to know, was whether we're actually coming out the other side or not. This just like over the top of the ocean. It's pretty empty, right? There's the desert launch site. Wait, see. Look at that line down the middle there. What is that? And also, it appears to be shifting depending on which way I'm looking. The aerodynamic effects. Interesting. Interesting. It's a good flight. It's a good flight. Be interesting to try and do that coming back from like June or something. So I'm starting to feel like all the science payloads need to go into a payload bay, right? Because that middle thing just blows up far too easy. Oh, these two have no fuel tanks left, no fuel left. Okay. Let's figure out how to pinpoint this bad boy, shall we? We first off want to pull this back up and out of the atmosphere. It's far too much. Something like that will do. Thank you. Are we out properly yet? No, still only 50 kilometers. Okay. Out of 9,852 simulations, there was only one with a positive outcome if humans discover a crucial piece of technology. Go there, like solid carbon capture, right? I like the way that it thinks my burn is happening already. Okay, let's get rid of that. Can I warp here? It won't let me warp it properly. That's a bit of a shame. The only reason why we have that one success is because the country that discovered the crucial piece of technology is North Korea, and all other nations will unite to grab that piece of technology. I mean, it's a plausible situation. Okay, and as we stop at Apple Apps, I'm going to boost up our height a little bit more. Unless that cross suddenly appears on top of the KSC, I'm just going to carry on all the way out. Oh, there was a point where it was kind of on top of the KSC, wasn't it? I don't know if we can be that precise, though. No. It's my answer to that. No. Can I look north, please? I wish to look north. I wish to change the way that my orbit is going. We've definitely got the Delta V's for this. Bam. All right. Sure that we go around the planet at least once. Alright, let's let that play out like that, and then we can like bring our orbit down on the next side. That's my plan. Filter effect. Do you know the way? I do know the way. We are coming back. It's taking a little while, but we are coming back. What are we gonna do after this? That's the question. I mean, ideally we want to put one of them ScanSat satellites up and around Minmus. That's a mission that we've been given. Maybe we could just quickly do that. Or maybe we want to do one of those random go to a point on Kerbins. Alright, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see the ScanSat satellite around Minmus, or do you want to see us make a plane and fly somewhere, or even a suborbital craft to fly somewhere on Kerbin and get some science and then come back somehow? It's probably a bit more of a mission than I was making it out to be now that I stop and think about it. How does man? We talk about all the stuff on the stream. If we want to talk about depression, we'll talk about depression. If we want to talk about the coming of the next technological overlords, we'll also talk about that. You know, it's no holes barred. The only thing we don't really talk about is strong politics, because everyone's going to disagree whether, like, we try to agree or not, you know. You see what's going on over here? This is what I kind of don't like about scatterers. It makes your mountains transparent. I'm not sure that I like that, you know. Not sure that I like that. Can I get out the other side, please? We up and out? What's my current altitude? Is that told anywhere? Slowly bring this one down. Just a single pass and land at the Space Center, right? That's all we need. And remember to give it a little bit of leeway, because it does occasionally overcook it. Let's try that, shall we? Don't know about you, but that seems good. All right, cool. Let's quickly do this. Well, which technology it would be that North Korea would take over with? Fusion. So you know how we discovered electromagnetism, found out how to measure it, and then somehow learnt a way to make power from it? So we've just learnt how to measure gravitational waves. Maybe the next bit of technology is to figure out how to power our civilization on those gravitational waves. Maybe that's the tech. Maybe that's the tech. What else we got? What, like abundant food production? I would say lab-grown meat, but you know, that's pretty much done already. What else has the potential to be like game-changing? Just making the first AI, really, an actual AI that can sit there and talk and then suddenly exponentially explodes itself. That's pretty like game-changing right there. We need to watch from here. We need to move forward. It's about 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That's not right. Well, it's going to be right. Generating power from localized gravitational waves of the universe. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, there's got to be a thing. It's like neutrinos and stuff like that as well. There's these whole branches of the physical model of the universe that we just don't exploit, you know? Just don't exploit. Okay, this is going to be pretty heavy. Pretty heavy. We're going to be hitting in from about here, so let's warp around and wait for it to be there. Oh, also, how's our moon scanning going? We did the moon scan just on the time it takes for us to come home. Can I burn north at all? Are we too low already? No. Alright, which way's north? This way's north. Just want to nudge it up. I also note that that didn't go very well with the distancing. So I'm just going to push forwards a bit. A little bit more. Okay, that should be fine. Hopefully we'll be slowing ourselves down just as we go over. Alright, let's see if Scatterer gets in the way of this ambient boost, because man, I definitely turned the ambient boost up a little time. Somewhere. Controls, temperatures, ambient light boost. Yeah, this has definitely been a little bit affected by Scatterer. That's fine. Generate path from the wait. Only if it is not completely free. We have a lot of movie / potential provision for what can if AI is not in check, like clean infinite power in some way. Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, AI scientists are full of great promises. Not just in what it can do, but what it could destroy as well, right? But whether that's actually all going to come true or not, as you say, it's all like movie talk and stuff. The AI will never be a threat to humanity as big a threat as humanity has been to itself. Yeah, that's a good... that is very much a point. Humanity has routinely been its own worst enemy. Routinely. Worried that we are still going to undershoot, despite the fact that I did my best to make sure we slightly overshot. Noticing those heatings, not loving that. I think we'll do alright though. Oh, what was that? Ah, no! Why can we never come back with any moon signs? And I didn't save it out there, so that's it. We're now stuck with this. Grrr. Not happy. Ah. Plus, this now means that we're slowing down faster because, you know, no lifting, no weight to carry us through. I've got some sciences. Wait, we have got some sciences, but never the material study. Okay, now I'm trying to balance lift with drag. Like there. Just fly forwards a little bit, that'd be great. Well, I'm glad we got some science back. Man, that was annoying. Also, nowhere near as close as I would like to have got. Oh, let's just hit my desk a few times, shall we? Okay, 7 kilometers up. I feel like we've basically got this now. Bam! There goes the return module. No problem. No problem. 4 kilometers, I suppose. I mean, what's the height we want to start? Like popping parachutes. Probably that, right? On comes the drag profile. Wunderbar. Gonna land on the what I'm looking for is the heat shield. Gonna land on the heat shield if at all possible, because it's like the most resilient, most expendable part we've got. In fact, look at the amount of power we've got. Let's just turn that off for now. When we need to use it, we'll use it. Time. Wow, the drops. Kerbal plummet program. Need a little like in cockpit app, right? So when you're dropping, you can press C, and then you go and like play a little game on some stuff here. I'm not sure what, like columns or something. I don't know. But all right, what's the impact tolerance on this? Anyone know? Com signal. It doesn't tell us here. That's a little bit of a shame. Yeah, Bruno, you should totally join Discord. We talk about all sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. I'll take it. I will take it. Let's just recover that bad boy. So we got some moon signs back. That's good. That's good. It doesn't seem like there's any positive outcome from humans discovering an infinite power source that's completely clear. I think there is, actually. I disagree. There is definitely at least one positive outcome from that. Because we'll suddenly have all the energy. Suddenly we'll have all the energy, right? To fix these problems. Did I know that it's 2 minutes to midnight according to the Doomsday Clock in 2019? I did, in fact. Yeah, you had shared that earlier on. I only know because you have shared that, though. Which, you know, it's the closest we've been since the Cold War. Yeah. So that's the thing. All right. Well, actually, I was going to go do a ScanSat mission, but I'm afraid we're here for the last 10 minutes. So we're just going to, like, I don't know, interest ourselves with some philosophical conversation. Maybe think about how we're going to spend our points here. I mean, I'm all about the advanced electronics, really. We do have some storage here, but we can also do some unmanned tech. I mean, look at that. Get some better stuff there. The unmanned tech definitely is screaming for me. The space exploration, larger heat shield. Let's do the space exploration. It's a 45. That's pretty much the whole reason I got it, is because it was a 45. This tech tree is a bit of a mess. It has to be said. I might try and find one that does not make such a mess. But yeah, so I've got the exploration, and I think we're gonna get the unmanned tech. As cool as camcorders and ladders. As cool as that stuff is, I think we're gonna go for the unmanned tech. And with that, I am going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you next time, where we're going to actually go do an EVA. Oh, man. Like, let's do that sort of stuff, right? We'll do some missions. What missions are we going to do? We'll, like, plant a flag on the moon, and oh, man, maybe get the ScanSat going on. Grand Tourist Tour of Jewel. I mean, we're nowhere near that, but we will definitely get close to doing that at some point. But I will see you then when we're going to do that. Bye!